Hi, welcome to Whole Life Fitness, Plantar Fasciitis, Knee Strengthening and Range of Motion class. This class is approximately 30 minutes, so we're going to be focusing on plantar fasciitis for 10 minutes, range of motion for 10 minutes, and knee strengthening for another 10 minutes. I encourage you to have a chair next to you for balance for this class, and then we're going to eventually sit down for our range of motion and plantar fasciitis part. So make sure you have a chair handy. Let's get started. Hi, welcome to Whole Life Fitness, Plantar Fasciitis, Range of Motion, and Knee Strengthening class. We're going to get going with a little warm-up, and then we're going to go right into our knee strength. We're going to sit down for range of motion and then remain seated for plantar fasciitis. So a little bit of a warm-up. Bring your left hand across, pull it in with your right for a good shoulder stretch. Good, let go. Right hand, pull it in, bring it in with your left. Good. Go ahead and shrug your shoulders up and down and up and down. One more time. Up and down. Good. Go ahead and look up for the front of your neck. Down to the floor for the back of the neck. Straight ahead. Go ahead and look to your left and to your right and left and right. Good. Straight ahead, tilt your head to your left, and then to your right. Good. Straight ahead. You're going to plant your left heel to the floor. Toe goes up towards the ceiling. You're going to hinge forward at your hips. Pull that toe in and stretch that calf. And come up slow. Good. Other side. Right heel to the floor. Toe up. Hinge forward. Pull that toe in. Stretch your other calf. Good. Come up slow. Go ahead and bring your hands together. Give them a little rub. And bring them down. All right. Like I said, your first 10 minutes is for knee strengthening. So go ahead and step to the side of the chair so you can hold your chair with your left hand if you need to. During this exercise, if you need to hold your chair the whole time, I want you to, because the whole object is keeping your foot up off the floor. Anytime you stand on one leg, that is the knee you're strengthening. So let's try that. So you're going to roll your shoulders back and down. Hold your core in. Okay. Like I said, if you need to hold the chair the whole time, please do. Go ahead and bend that left knee, because we're going to take that weight off that leg, because we are going to stand on one foot. So you're going to be standing on your right foot. So you're going to bring that left knee off the floor. Like I said, if you need to hold your hand the whole time on that chair, please do. I want that left foot off the floor. So right now, you're strengthening your right knee, because we're standing on that right leg. Make sure you're breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. We have 30 seconds. We've already done 15. Breathe in and breathe out. Good. 5 seconds left. Good. And foot down. Go ahead and step to the other side of your chair. So I want you to be able to touch your chair with your right hand now. Again, if you need to hold that chair the whole time, go ahead, because I want you to go ahead and bring your right foot up off the floor. So first, go ahead and bend the right knee. Okay. And then for 30 seconds, we're going to take that right foot off the floor. So right now, we are strengthening your left knee, because we're standing on the left foot. So make sure you're breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. We have 15 seconds. We have 15 seconds more. Breathing in, breathing out. Good. 5 seconds left. And foot down. Excellent. So that's your first knee strengthening exercise. We're going to go right into the second one. So go ahead and remain to the side of the chair so you can hold on to it with your right hand if you want to, or if you need to. And I'm going to turn sideways so you can see what I'm doing. We're going to plant your right foot. So your right foot is going to come forward. Left foot is back. Okay. Into a wide staggered stance. Both legs are straight right now. Okay. And what we're going to do is we're going to tuck your hips and pelvis in as you bring your right heel off the floor. What you're going to do on this one for knee strength, you're going to bring your body straight down to the floor. So you're going to have to bend your front knee and bring in your left knee straight down to the floor, and you're going to come right back up. You don't have to go as low as I do, but please try not to lunge forward. You're coming straight down. You're coming straight up. Good, again. Straight down and straight up. Go ahead and breathe. Take a breath. We have 3 more. And here we go. Straight down and straight up. Good. Down and up. And 1 more. Down and up. Good. Go ahead and breathe. As you do, please walk to the other side of your chair. And this time you can touch your chair with your left hand if you need to, because you're going to take your left foot in front now, right foot behind. Okay. And the same thing, you're going to tuck your hips and pelvis in, down towards the floor, bring in your right heel off the floor. You're going to come down and up. Good. Make sure you're coming straight down, straight up. It's easier if you have a wider stance. Down and up. Go ahead and rest. We have 3 more. Here we go. Down and up and down and up. 1 more time. Down and up. Go ahead and relax. Take a big breath in. Let it out slow. Okay, here we go. Here's another one for knee strength. What you're going to do on this one is, I'm going to come to the front of the chair, to the side of it towards the front. You're going to place your feet hip bone distance apart. So go ahead and find those hip bones right here. Feet are narrow. Okay, you're going to slightly bend your knees. Just like that. Try not to tuck your pelvis in this time. Just relax, okay? And what you're going to do is, I don't want you to move your body from your waist up. We're going to use your hips and your pelvis to move around a clock. So we're going to be moving around counterclockwise a couple times, and then we're going to go back the other way and go around clockwise. So what I want you to do right now is I want you to push your knees forward to 12, okay? And then we have 11, 10, your upper body is not moving, it's all hips and knees. 10, 9, 8, pushing those hips back. 7, 6, 5, 4, pushing to the side. 3, 2, 1. All right, let's try that again. Hands where you need to balance. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and relax. Good. And go ahead and bend those knees again. This time we're going to go around the clock clockwise. So you're going to go 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make sure your upper body is not moving. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and to the beginning. Good. Go ahead and relax. We're going to do that 1 more time. Bend your knees. 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Go ahead and relax. All right, go ahead and have a seat now. That is at the end of our knee strength. Go ahead and go to the front of your chair. Okay, so you're not sitting all the way back in your chair. You're not in the middle. You're all the way in the front of your chair. This is your range of motion series. So we're going to be testing your range of motion or exercising your range of motion from your head all the way down to your toes. Okay, so I want you to have your feet shoulder distance apart, maybe a little bit wider. Shoulders back and down. Hold your core in. And all I want you to do right now is go ahead and relax your shoulders as you bring your head and you're going to look up to the ceiling. You're going to notice a stretch in your neck, okay? The further back you put your head, the bigger the stretch you'll have. You're going to look down to the floor, to the back of the neck. Okay, range of motion. You're going to go ahead and look forward. Now you're going to go ahead and look to your left. Please try not to move your shoulders or your body. You're just going to look to your left. Really test that neck range of motion. And then you're going to look to your right. Good. And forward. You're going to tilt your head left. Try not to up or raise that shoulder up. Left and right. Good. Now we're going to work your range of motion in your shoulders. So you're going to bring your shoulders are going to come to your ears and forward. Good. You're going to roll your shoulders up and back. Good. Up and forward. Up and back. Again. Up and forward. And up and back. Good. Now you're going to take your shoulders and shrug up to your ears and all the way down. Good. Again. Up and down. One more time. Up and down. Good. Another one, good one for your shoulders. You're going to bring your left arm across your body. I want you to concentrate on keeping that arm straight. If you go to bend it, you're going to take your right hand now and bring that arm across. Your arm should be remained straight. Okay, test the range and all the way back. Good. Let's take your right arm now. Again, if you go to bend that elbow, take your left hand now and bring it across. Test that range of motion. This is for your shoulder. Good. All the way back and down. Now you're going to take your left palm and bring it up to the ceiling. You're going to push it down to the floor. Good. Ceiling and floor. Good. Palm or hand is near your left hip. You're going to take your left hand all the way up near your ear. Try not to bend your arm. This is your range of motion in your shoulder. You're going to take that arm down. Good. And now, sitting tall in your chair, you're just going to use your shoulder. You're going to push that arm back. Good. Let's try that again. Up. And all the way down. Push back. Good. And down. Let's try the other hand. So you're going to bring your right palm up. Right palm down. Again, up and down. Good. Now you're just going to bring that hand all the way up near that ear. Try not to bend the elbow. All the way down. And then you're going to take that arm, sitting tall in your chair. Just your shoulder is moving. Push back. Good. Let's try that again. All the way up. All the way down. Go ahead and push back. Good. Excellent. We're going to work your range of motion now in your wrist. So you're going to bring your arms out to a T. Okay. And you're going to bring your fingertips to the ceiling, to the floor. Good. Point those fingertips down. Ceiling and floor. Good. Ceiling and floor. Good. Fingertips straight across. Make fists now. Go ahead and rotate the wrist. Try not to rotate the arms, just the wrists. Nice. Let's go back the other way now. So rotate the other way. And arms down. We're going to work the range of motion now in your obliques. Your obliques are right here on the sides of your body. So go ahead and drop those palms near your legs or near your hips. And what you're going to do is I want you to bend to your left, reaching towards the floor, just at the waist. And you're going to come right back up. Good. Now you're going to go right. And right back up. Good. Left, reach. And up. And right. And up. One more time each side. Left. And up. And right. And up. Good. Now we're going to test that range of motion in your core. So we went side to side. Now we're going to go forward. So what I want you to do is I want you to take your left foot up off the floor really low. And you're going to reach forward with the right arm. Holding your core in, you're going to crunch forward. Foot on the floor. Good. Right foot, left arm, crunch. And forward. Good. Left arm or left leg, right arm. And up. Good. Right foot, left arm. One more time each side. Left foot, right arm. And right foot, left arm. Good. Now we're going to go with a little bit of range of motion in your hips. It's a good stretch even for your hips, your glute, and your hamstring. So what I want you to do is I want you to take your left foot and put it on your leg. If you cannot do this, you can take your leg or your ankle, cross at the ankle, okay? If you can, just go ahead and put it on your leg. You're going to take your right hand on your right ankle, left hand on that left leg, and you're going to come forward. And again, you should feel that stretch in your hip, your glute, and your hamstring. Come up slow, foot on the floor, other side, right foot, left leg. Again, if you cannot cross at the leg, go ahead and cross at the ankle. Take your left hand on your left or your right ankle, right hand on your right leg, and here we go. Stretch forward. Again, you should feel that stretch in your hip, your glute, and your hamstring. Good. Come up slow. Foot on the floor. Good. Now we're going to test your range of motion in your ankle. So go ahead and put your left heel on the floor, toe to the ceiling. Sit tall in your chair. Pull that toe in. You'll get a good calf stretch as well. So you're testing that range with your ankle by pulling that toe up. Go ahead and take that right foot up off the floor. You're going to take your toe and point it to the floor. And then you're going to take that toe and point it to the ceiling, testing that range in the ankle. Floor. Ceiling. Good. Floor. Ceiling. And floor. Go ahead and rotate that foot into a circle, drawing a circle with that toe. And then go ahead and go back the other way. See how well you do the other way. It's kind of challenging one way or the other. Good. Foot on the floor. Let's try your right heel now. Right heel on the floor, toe to the ceiling. Sit tall. Pull that toe into your shin. Get that good stretch in your calf as well. And then go ahead and take that right foot up off the floor. You're going to point your toe to the floor. And ceiling. Floor. Ceiling. Floor. Ceiling. And one more time to the floor. Go ahead and rotate. Draw that circle with your big toe. And go back the other way when you're ready. Excellent. Foot down. One more for range of motion in your ankles. You're going to go left heel and right heel. Toes to the ceiling. Pull those toes up towards your shins. Good. Keep pulling. And now you're going to take those feet and go back and forth like windshield wipers. Good. Pull those toes in. Nice. Go ahead and stop. Feet on the floor. All right, there's your range of motion part of the class. This next part, if you do have shoes on, I encourage you to kick those shoes off, okay? Put them to the side. And this part, we take our shoes off because I want you to focus on this tendon on the bottom of each foot. This tendon goes all the way to the bottom of your foot, all the way up to your calf. And whenever you have plantar fasciitis, that means your tendon on the bottom of your foot has tightened up, and that's when you start feeling it in your ball of your foot or your heel. Okay, so we're going to work on stretching that tendon today. Some of the exercises you may feel more than other exercises, and some of them might be they might feel better than other exercises. Depends on how well your tendon is stretched or how well it has tightened up, okay? So what you're going to do, your first one, your feet are shoulder distance apart. We're going to kind of start like we ended with our range of motion. So you're going to take your left heel and put it up to the ceiling. Pull those toes up to your shin. You're going to feel that stretch in your calf, as you should, because remember that tendon goes from the bottom of your foot all the way up to the back of that calf. Okay. Good. And bring that foot on the floor. Other side, right heel, toe up. Pull that toe up. Sit tall in your chair. Stretch. Good. So you're focusing on the tendon on the bottom of your foot all the way up your calf. Good. All right, foot on the floor. Now you're going to take your left heel out and your right heel. Pull those toes in. Just stretch both calves, both of your tendons on the bottom of your feet. And again, we're going to take both feet back and forth now. We're like windshield wipers, but I want you to keep focused on those toes, bringing them up to your shin. So you're pulling your toes up to your shin, and you're bringing those feet back and forth like windshield wipers. Good. And turn those windshield wipers off. Go ahead and pull those toes in. Now you're going to take those toes and just wiggle them. Pull those toes up towards your shin, keeping them up. Up, just wiggle. Good. Okay, go ahead and stop. Keep those toes pulled up. Now what you're going to do is you're going to sit tall in your chair, and you're going to come and hinge forward at the hips. You're going to stretch your calves, and you should feel it at the bottom of your feet. If you don't, pull those toes up a little bit. You will. Just so you know, if you don't feel it in the bottom of your feet, as long as you feel it in your calf, you're still stretching that tendon, which goes to the bottom of your feet. Okay? Come up slow. Both feet on the floor. Feet are shoulder distance apart. Now we're going to do what's called prancing. So what you're going to do is I want you to focus on one foot at a time for right now. I want you to go ahead and maybe hinge forward just a bit. I want you to focus on those feet. I want you to pick your right heel off the floor. You're going to push those toes in the floor. So you might really want to come forward and push those toes in. Put that right heel down. Let's start with your left heel now. So left heel off the floor, push those toes in. You're stretching the bottom of that tendon, bottom of your foot, up your calf, and down. Good. Right heel, push. And let go. Good. Left heel, push. Let go. Here we go. Right. Let go. One more time. Left. Push. And let go. Now we're going to prance and we're going to alternate now. So we're going to go right and left. Remember, you can lean forward to really dig those toes in the floor if you need to. Left heel down, right heel down. Left, right. Good. Left, right. One more time, left. Excellent. Come up. Sit tall. This next part, if you cannot put your foot on your leg, remember you can cross at the ankles and come forward at the hips. What I want you to do on this one is I want you to take your left foot and put it on your right leg, okay? Your left hand goes on your left ankle. You're going to take your right hand. You're going to take your fingers where your toes meet your foot. And what I want you to do is I really want you to take those toes and bend them towards your shin, okay? You're going to feel that stretch up the bottom of your foot. If you don't, you're still stretching that tendon up the back of your calf, okay? Go ahead and release. Let's try that again. Pull up those toes up to your shin. Make sure you're breathing. And down. Good. One more time. Pull. And let go. Good. Other side, foot on the floor. You're going to take your right foot now on your left leg. You're going to take those fingers where your toes meet that foot. And again, you're going to pull those toes up towards that shin. And release. Good. Pull those toes up. And release. Good. One more time. Pull those toes up. And release. Good. Feet on the floor. One more. We're going to take your left and your right heel out again. Pull those toes up towards your shin. Front of your chair. Make sure your legs are straight. Hinge forward at the hips. Come forward. And come up slow. Good. Legs should be remaining straight. Go ahead and go back and forth again like windshield wipers. Good. And straight ahead. Go ahead and wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Nice. One more stretch. Pull those toes up towards your shin again. And both feet on the floor. I hope you enjoyed this class of plantar fasciitis, range of motion, and knee strengthening. So important to practice those stretches every day for the best mobility in knees, feet, and your range of motion throughout your body. Thanks so much. We'll see you next class.